Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. We've done quite a bit of testing covering Verlis as well as Azureth, and comes the big old question of should you summon for them this weekend? So I think the biggest point of contention so far is that, can Azureth be used in Arena? And I've done a couple of test videos. You're going to see another video coming together with this one as well. I still am not able to find the key where Azureth shines better than the Arbiter teams. I mean, at high BP, there's always chances of both teams dying, both the Cultists as well as the Arbiter ones. But so far, it seems that Arbiter still has that edge over the other teams. But with all that in mind, I do still think that Azureth is a pretty solid unit. He has quite decent stats. He has a very nice Lord buff, which is going to be very handy for stuff like Gear Rate 1. And he does have an inbuilt execution as well. This is a 30% execution threshold, and it also always does magic damage vulnerability of 25% every time he does that special attack. So he is a good unit, and he is going to be incredibly strong in Cultist Trials without a doubt. But the question is whether you should use your summons on him, because he is a lord and he's paired with Ardea, which in recent times hasn't been as good as what she was before, because we have a lot of newer units like Velara, for example. I think that's the biggest reason why people are thinking of not pulling. Because Velara is just way more versatile. She can be placed on ground, she can be placed on platforms, she can hit air, she does control, she has slow, radiant erosion. There's just so many good things about her that, it outweighs what Azureth is doing value-wise across the entire account. But if let's say you already have Velara, and you want to boost your matrix damage, then for sure Azureth is going to come in very handy. And those are the questions that you're going to ask yourself. Whether you have Velara already or Ingrid, these two units are very important in a lot of places in the game. And whether you think you can make it for another maybe 1 PD, which is about 200 summons, before you reach that next Velara or Ingrid banner. If you can, then go nuts and go on this banner. But with the recent reworks and all that, with banner PD, it feels like having multiple PDs on one banner that you really need is very important, because 3 lots, you're going to be guaranteed the banner one. So yeah, those are what you have to consider when it comes to Azureth as well as Ardea here. But let's talk about Earlis here. Earlis is arguably going to be the best unit to be paired with Azureth. You can use let's say Beatrix. You can also use Xeris. He is going to consume their summons, but no other summoner in the game right now has this unique mechanic where when the Serpentine Spirit becomes inactive after doing their 15 hits, none of the summons will move to Azureth for 15 seconds before perishing. They perish immediately. So Verlis is the only hero right now in the game that synergizes so well with Azureth that, she can do all her damage, and then after that they will move to Azureth to be consumed for his Dark Spore stacks. And bear in mind at A3, Azureth just needs 2 of these summons to get max of 5 Dark Spore stacks again. No other unit in the game has this synergy. If you are using Beatrix, for example, if you are using Ultimate, the summons will actually keep attacking the enemy, which is more often than not away from Azureth's range. So he's not going to consume them unless the summons are idle and not doing anything. And that reason alone makes Verlis so much better than the other summoners. Sure enough, Verlis doesn't have global range, so in some cases Beatrix is very nice, like in Arena. For Wave 2 and Wave 3, Beatrix is probably the only unit that can clear fast enough. But when you talk about the later waves, Verlis is going to come out a lot stronger just from the fact that, her spirits will move to Azureth automatically instead of expiring. So you have that 15 seconds lead time to consume them before they disappear for good. And she does slow as well and magic resistance reduction. So this is different from the magic damage taken vulnerability that Azureth has. And at A1, she has 10% to stun every time her spirits attack. That's actually quite handy in stuff like GVG, which some people are saying that she might be good there, but I don't play enough GVG to say that for sure. A3 is also really nice with the extra attack and 2 extra attacks when you kill an enemy. So I'll say that if you're intending to summon for Azeroth, you definitely have to go for Sorry, you definitely have to go for Verlis because both of them pair so well together. And if let's say you're not sure whether you should summon for Verlis, then the question is, do you have enough summons for a big limited banner that might come anytime soon? If you don't have enough summons, you can't spare this 200, then don't try for Verlis. Especially if you're not trying for Azeroth, you're not summoning Azeroth at all, then you probably shouldn't waste your summons on Verlis unless you have just way too much to spare. And if let's say you are pulling on Azeroth, you better get Verlis because these two just synergize so well together, and apparently everyone likes the looks as well. So yeah, should you summon? I think it's pretty straightforward. If you don't have Valara and Ingrid and you're free to play, you probably won't get another 200 summons before the Valara banner comes next. Then it's better off to hold off because Valara is just going to bring so much more versatility compared to what we see here. But let's say you're Kraken, you do not have Valara, you probably can buy more summons anyways, then, why not go ham on it? Azeroth is still going to be very, very strong in Malric as well as in, in Malric as well as for Zerberus Matrix. And then obviously you can go for Verlis if you have too much rare or divine summons to spare. But honestly, if you're not summoning for Azeroth, you already cleared 124. I don't think she's that essential in any parts of the game. Malvara is a very solid tank as well, so take that if you want to. And then last but not least, I do have a promo code. This is from winning the Zombie Invasion Challenge that I actually live streamed a couple of weeks back. So here goes the promo code. It's Prof Loves Math. So once you redeem this, you're gonna basically get 100 diamonds from that, and it's gonna be one summon basically. I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gets you whatever summons that you need to. And last but not least, if you stayed on long enough in this video, I just want to say that Smile1 is having another bunch of October bundles. So there are a couple of things here: rare summons, legendary crystals, ancients. We don't have the special packs this month, but I'm guessing that they're gearing up for next month where Black Friday is coming. So maybe there'll be bigger packs there. So if you're interested to purchase, I have my Smile1 links in the video description below. That's probably the best way that you can, support the channel if you wish to. So if you're going to be purchasing some of these packs through my link, thank you in advance. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope that answers whether or not you should summon. But if you still have more questions, leave it down in the comment section below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.